Hey everybody, happy Monday. Oh my gosh, it's Monday Travel Chick Chat. Very excited about this. Got a lot of things going on and we are going to have a really cool topic tonight. People have been asking me about this for a while and we've been making lots and lots of lists and going through some things. And so tonight's topic is going to be some of the best travel apps that you might want to consider putting on your phone. And we also want to know if there's travel apps that you like as well that you think are really, really impactful and how they impact you in your travels as far as like organization, uh, navigation, different things like that. So we're going to go through some of these tonight, but let's say hi to our friends. There's Lance and Boomer. Hey, good to see you guys. Hope you're having a great night. And there's our friend Muppet 929 with that cute little dachshund. Love, love, love. Gotta love this. We're going to jump straight into it. We know we have a lot of people that are going to be jumping in pretty soon, and we'll come back and say hi to some more people like our Ambling Adventures and Stan. Hey, Stan, good to see you. I'm going to share my screen because I've got some really cool stuff and we're just going to get to this. And there's Linda. Hey, Linda, good to see you. Okay, so let's start with this. Here we go. I have been making a list and I wrote an article called the top 10 cool apps that you need on your phone. Now, I'm going to give you guys a link to it. Matter of fact, I'll copy that in a little bit and we'll put it in the description below. It is in the description of this video, by the way. But there's things that we really think can impact you in a good way. Some of these are free. Some of them are membership based. So I need to say that out loud. It's really important that people understand that some of these apps are membership based. I'm not gonna give the exact prices because I don't know. Some do change every once in a while, but I do want to go through some of these. So that we'll say hi to some more people who just jumped in. Here's Griswold Family Vacay. Hey, good to see you guys. And Barbara from RV Underway. Good to see you. I can't wait to see everybody. We're counting down the days until Mayberry. Hey, Kevin from Where RV Staying. Good to see you. And we're doing a McGuire's on Tires raid. Yes, we love them. We have a nice raid and we love to pay it forward. So that's really cool. So the first app we're going to talk about is the To Go RV app. Now, this is a really neat app. And if you don't have it, once again, I'll leave it. There's a link in the description of this video and we'll put it also in the chat. But it is a really neat app. And essentially, all you need to do, I'm going to scroll down a little bit here. Here we go. It connects with RV mobile repair. This is one of the things that I really, really like because sometimes you go places and you really need help more than you could possibly imagine. And it's something you can't really do. I know I had a problem with our generator and we had to figure out something really quick. So it does connect with different mobile RV repair. Easy to find tires for your RV and truck and trailer. So if you've ever been in a pinch and you really need some stuff, this app has some really good things that you might want to think and consider about. So this is the To Go rv.com. It's an app for your phone. It's on Android and Apple, and I would highly recommend this one. It is a membership app, just so you know. This is $39 a year, but it gives you lots of other things with your $39. And I'm going to throw this down here and let you know why. For $39, you become you have a lifetime discount at Harvest Hosts, KOAs, Sun RV Resorts, Thousand Trails, and Encore RV Resorts. So there's a lot more than just the app that goes with this, and it has unlimited access to 15,000 overnight RV parking locations. That's a really neat thing. So there's a lot of really good stuff that goes with this. And if you're interested in taking a look at it, I would consider downloading it, doing a trial, see what you think about it. These are things that I have used, so I can talk about this. It's been very, very helpful. So just throwing it out there. Hey, there's Ryan and Becky. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming out. Yeah, Mayberry, M21 is first. That's right. I know. It's going to go by so fast. And for those people who were in Amana, doing the Amana meetup, that was this past weekend over at Aaron Jeminson's at Three Tails RV. Really cool. A lot of people were there, and then they're going to be trekking on down, going up to Michigan, and then Mayberry. Love this. So if you have an app that you love, that you have on your phone, that you use when you're RVing, if you can type it in the chat and let us know what that is, we would really, really like that. I'm going to go to our next app, which I like. This one's called iExit. Now, if you haven't heard of iExit, it's really cool. Number one, it's going to give you things for gas. So we have a couple of gas apps that we like. This one is for Google as well as for iPhone. And sometimes that's the big deal. Sometimes they're only on one phone versus the other. This is on both, which I really like. And it's designed for interstate travel. This is really important. So when you're looking, as far as getting places and finding out where the gas is, what kind of food is over there? We talk about, is there Mexican food? I'm looking for something specific. It'll get you there. And if you want to stop in a hotel, say you have a really long drive and you need to stop and take a shower, you've been boondocking for a long time, whatever it is, they do have really good travel rates on travel coupons for hotels. So this is one of my favorite ones. And They also ask people if you have businesses to also include them on their app. So it's one of those things where you can be a part of it too. So if you are a small business owner, if you have something and you want to put it on, you can put it on the app too. I like things that you can add to it. That's really cool. So hey, New Horizons, thanks for coming out tonight. We're talking about travel apps, which is really important. If you guys have one, you really like it, let us know. Biscuits and Gravy, good to see you. Oh my gosh, love having some new friends. We're talking about some good things and safety stuff. All right, let's go to a trusty one that a lot of people have that you probably already know about. It's called All Trails. Okay. All Trails is great because you can find trails and go hiking and do some really neat things. If you are a hiker like me and you want to go camping, but then you want to find a good place to go walking, this is one that I would highly consider. Love All Trails. You can talk about whether you like to go hiking, trail running. They have wheelchair friendly. So Susan, I'm looking for those ADA things. Here we go. Wheelchair friendly for hikes and stuff. I think that's great. Mountain biking, of course, for people like me with their dogs, and road biking. So when you're looking for something, some kind of outdoor adventure and something to do, this really is a great app to put on your phone. So this is All Trails. Take a look at it. See what you think. I've been using this one for a little while. And when you talk about dog friendly places to go, really, really a great way to do it. And then you can discover and start to navigate different things. So there's over 200,000 curated trails on this. That's just insane. I love this. Really, really love it. Now, I will say at the end of the day, there is a pro. There's offline and there's a pro. So this one you can get more with the paid version, but it's something that I really would consider. Oh my gosh, do I see? Of course, it's okay to join if you're not a chick. Good to see you, Kevin. Hope you're doing great. We're following your journey overseas. So thanks for joining. We appreciate that. Yeah, really fun. We're talking about apps that we like for travel. So if you guys have something you recommend, something that you really like that's on your phone and you really like, doesn't have to be RV travel, but it could be any kind of travel. Let us know in the chat because we'd like to follow along and look at it and review it. So we're going through some of my top 10. We had the opportunity of working with road trippers. And this is another interesting way of looking at your adventure and how do you want to do turn by turn as your navigation will go. We talk about when you are an RVer and your height of your vehicle makes a huge difference, of course. I'm 9 feet 6 inches in my van, but I used to have one that was a lot taller than that. So you've got to think about these things and how can you work around that. So this will help you find some really cool stops along your way. And if you like me and you like to find those out of the way, quirky little places you can go to, it's one thing just to go to a state. It's another thing to go to a state and find those really interesting gems, whether it be like Atlas Obscura, things like that. We really like finding those things. There's Kathleen. Hey, Kathleen, thanks for coming over. We appreciate that. Really cool. But yeah, I enjoyed this one as well. Road Trippers is available on both Apple and Android. Another good thing. So it's on both. You can check it out. They've got videos, of course, as you can see on YouTube and learn a bit more about them. But I would highly suggest this one on your list as well. So here is my blog. And this is a very, very quick blog, by the way. I did put all of these, all the lists that we're going to be talking about tonight in the blog. I will cut and copy and put this in the chat as we're speaking. So you guys can take a look at this. And as we're going through, if something hits your fancy and you just need to go take a look at it while we're talking, please feel free. While you're there, if you want to go check out and you want to be really nice, I would love, love, love to have more people sign up on our blog because we do have a lot of really cool contests and other things. It's something that we really enjoy. We're getting back into blogging. I know it's been years since we were bloggers, but we're getting back into blogging. So anyways, just some thoughts. Okay, moving on. Let's go to the next one. Who doesn't love Gas Buddy? I love Gas Buddy. If you are a person like me and you're trying to find the cheapest gas, I am looking for deals all the time. And what I like about Gas Buddy is I can put a gas that I see as I'm driving down the road, and I can stop and tell everybody what's going on. Hey, Dee, thanks for stopping by. Oh my gosh, thanks, Box Van D. She's a rock star. We appreciate her so much. We're talking about different apps that we like and apps on our phones. Once again, if you guys have some really cool ones, drop them in the chat so we can also share with our friends, because that's what the Travel Chick Chat is all about, is sharing really great information and keeping it going out there. So if you're traveling down the highway and you see gas is say $3.99 and you're a passenger, please don't do this while you're driving, of course. Or if you're getting gas at the gas station, you can put it in. And then as people are driving up, they can then see what gas prices are. It's a fabulous, fabulous app. I love this. There's our friends at Full Time Dream. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Oh my goodness. All right. So there's also a way in which you can earn gas back on this app. So you can redeem things. We have sort of like a little bit of a game in which, you do so many updates and they'll give you points. And then the more you update, the more points you earn, the more discounts you get, and things like that. So there actually is a way to earn some free gas. So just a thought. And if you're into that, totally check it out. I love it. It's been something fun. I know I had a really good time when we were on our trip going to the Outer Banks because I wasn't driving all the time for the first time. So when I'm not driving, I could just go and I could do all that stuff. And Susan says, we use a TSD fuel card for our diesel fuel, which is great. Absolutely. It's a wonderful thing. And when you find some really good hacks and tips and tricks for getting cheap fuel, that's the way to do it. I'm a big fan of, because I have a gas, not diesel right now, and I have a big family. So we get a lot of groceries. And at Kroger's, they give you, what is it? For every $100 you spend, you get 10 cents off a gallon. And those same points can also be used at Shell. So Shell, I can go anywhere, and I think I could get up to 70 cents off per gallon. That makes a really big difference. So I just keep those points, and I think you've got to use them within like a certain time period, like it's 60 days or something like that. That's really easy to do. So yeah, really, we love those hacks. Those are the way to do it, let me tell you. All right, let's go to our next app, and you can download the app here. Our next app is, something we all like to talk about, poop. We're 12 minutes into it. We've already gone there. So RV dump stations. If you are like me and you need to dump, it's important that you know where you're going to go, because sometimes you go places and they don't always have a dump station, or you might be in the middle of somewhere. Sometimes campgrounds will let you come in and for $5 they'll let you dump, but maybe sometimes they don't. So this is a nice thing to have on your phone when you're trying to figure out where you have to go dump. I know Kevin made a comment. I'm going to pick on Kevin from 30 and a Wake Up. When he had his Travado, he said he wished he had a cassette toilet so he could just take it out, take it to a pit and dump it there. And there's a reason for that. It's easier. You don't have to do the whole black water tank hookup. It's just an easy take it out and go. But when you do have a black water tank and you've got to do the whole stinky slinky and all that stuff, this really does come in handy. So yeah. Roy and Becky says, we love the Pilot apps. Some have water and dump stations. Yeah, that's exactly right. So Pilot, a lot of these truck stops will have some really good travel apps that can lend a hand when you're trying to find these things. I know we've looked for Loves. Loves is another good app. They typically have dump stations. Last time I dumped there, I think it was like $5 or $6, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, John, thanks for joining. We appreciate your coming. Very sweet. I'm going to go down here. It says, oh, here's Kevin. Yeah, cassettes are the way to go, in my opinion. Yeah, if we're, it's super simple. I totally get it. And I could see you're as I was listening to you go through that whole thing, I'm like, oh, I know where he's going with this. And for one person, it's not that bad. When you have a lot of people, it can fill up really quickly. That's the one thing. I know we had a friend, they were a couple and they had a cassette and they had a hard time wrangling that and getting some stuff done, but I'm with you on that one. Dee's like, I'm so glad I have a composting toilet, even though I don't really compost. Yeah. This is a big topic. These are the things that people don't talk a lot, especially when you become a nomad or a part-time traveler, or you start going out. Getting rid of waste is a really, really big deal, and things do happen. So of all the things that, people complain about the most, this is the one thing. And Dee's like, I can dump and pee in a jug anywhere. There you go. I'm with you right there. I've got a shovel. I'm good. Roy and Becky says RV Parky is also a good app too. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've got a couple more other ones we're going to go through. But yeah, check out the list. And I'll put that back in the chat again so you can have the full list as we're going through this. So, and Thrifty Angela says there's just something about poop. We all do it. It's one of those things. Gotta love it. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, one of my favorite ones. Overnight RV parking. Now this is by To Go RV. Remember we talked about To Go was one of our first ones we talked about, but this is a huge database of free RV parking locations. And the word is free. So for those of you who like to boondock, for those of you who like to find places to go, this is really a big deal. Safety is always a huge deal when finding a free place to park overnight that you're allowed. There's nothing worse than that knock on the door at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. or even 6 a.m. saying you really can't park here when you just want to hunker down for the night. So yeah, I would go, oh yes, here we go. Mo Bing's like, poop. It had to come. It was there. It was there someday. Absolutely. And there's our friend Angie. Hey, Angie, thanks for coming by. We're having fun talking about travel apps because this is something that impacts a lot of us, and there's a lot of new things coming out there. And yes, I do have links in the description, absolutely, so people can go back and take a look at these. There's a link that you can go to that has list every single app that we're talking about, because I know I'm going through some of these pretty fast. I want to make sure we give people the opportunity they can go and click on a link and check them all out. All right. So RV Parky has, oh gosh, let me go back here so I can scroll down. Ooh, going fast. Sorry, guys. So there's lots of, let me go back here. So if you know about RV travel, RV lifestyle, RV geeks, a lot of these other channels that we've talked to or websites we've talked to recommend this. And this is how I found this one, was actually through RV Geeks. So it's a really great website. All right, moving on. The next one we have here, of course, is dun dun dun, Campendium. Campendium is great for lots of different reasons. A lot of national parks and state parks is one of the reasons why I love Campendium. It gives you some really cool camping sites that you can check out, as far as oh gosh, not just RV parks, but nice state parks, and gives you some more ideas on that. As you can see, they do have a lot of advertising. You got to pay for the website, people. I always say this. People get really mad when you see a website with advertising, but you know what? It's got to pay for it. It's a big deal. So we'll let the advertising go. We'll just keep moving on. But I really like Campendium in the fact that here's a good review by someone in British Columbia, Canada. 35 reviews. So we have used this park many times in the past. Access is easy from Highway 1, pavement all the way. Signage is good. The park office is inside the park. Just follow the access roads. So I like when people actually put their own reviews in. It makes it a lot easier for us to get an idea of what to appreciate and what's coming up. And they do a really, really nice job at this. So I'm going to go with Campendium for the win on some of these. The free camping, of course, you want to check out, dispersed camping, lots of different dispersed camping. Of course, there's more dispersed camping on the west side of Mississippi than there is the east. As you can tell they've got Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Oregon, Texas, Utah, and Washington. However, you can see all the states. Those are just the most highly trafficked when people are looking for states for free camping right now. So. And he's like, I also think there's an Overland app. Absolutely. There's one called iOverland, which is really good. I like that one too. I think that made my list somewhere. Biscuits and Grace in the Southwest. Kroger is called Fry's Grocery. I use some of my Kroger card at Fry's. Yeah, that's exactly right. So we love anytime you can get points that goes towards something that you're going to use anyways. That's exactly the way to do it. Yep. And Kathleen's right. It's called iOverlander. That's the one. Yep. Absolutely. All right. Speaking of boondocking, so we all know that Harvest Host and Boondockers Welcome have been merged together. So, or not merged together. They're still together. They're still separate, but they're part of Harvest Host, if that makes any sense. So if you're a boondocker like me and you like to go places, I like Boondockers Welcome for lots of reasons. One, it gives you options. And especially when you live on the east side of Mississippi, like I am most of the time, really, really hard to find places to boondock. So what's nice is you can click on Become a Guest, and you can see all the hosts before signing up. You can see where they are. Some people literally let you park in their yard, in their drive, things like that. It's really farms, lots of really cool things. Boondocking Boomer says, oops, I gotta get back over here. It says, I use the following RV apps: My RV Life, Wait My Truck, Wait My Truck, Highway Weather, Gas Buddy, RV Parky, RV Checklist, and Santa Dumps Light. Ooh, yeah, gotta have those. And of course, Truck Map, My Radar, Windy, iOverlander, Free Campsites, and All Trailer RV, The Dirt. I'm a huge fan of Truck Map because it's really important that you are able to get on a route that will fit your rig. And I've been on some back roads where it's a little shaky, little scary. So Truck Map is my friend on these things. And Charlie Grace is not seeing my poops. Oh no, did I miss your poop super chat? Oh my gosh, leave it to the blind girl. I missed your poop super chat. Poop and more poop. Oh my goodness. You were so right. Oh, you're killing me, kid. I love these. Dude, you have no idea how much we need this right now because we are doing some major fundraising for something. So I'm just going to say awesome. Thank you. You rock, Tim. We really appreciate it. We've got a lot of things coming up and we got some really big fundraising going on. So thank you. Maybe that'll help us on our next RV dump station. You never know. You never know. We're in need of some gas money on our next big trip. So this is going to be a big thing trying to get to a few of these rescue places in the next couple months. It's going to be a really big trip. So anyways, on RV, so here's what you do. You become a member, then you arrange your stays and you show your gratitude. So here's when you boondock, you're looking for something free, but in the same token, you want to be really nice to your host. So if there's some way, they don't expect money, but the reality is it's nice to give a good review. And so if you had a great stay, you leave a review so other people who use the site can then find out, oh, that was really cool. Or I really enjoyed, it was very quiet. There's a lot of places that I like to go to boondocking that's really quiet. Some places it could be really noisy. You could be parked next to like a distribution center where the trucks come in early and late at night. So you want to take advantage of these things and leave some really good reviews. Full-Time Dream said, we had so many people stay at our Boondockers welcome site this year. I bet you did. Yeah, this has been a big year. People are they're looking for all sorts of really cool things. Julie says, I wish Harvest Host would allow minivans. That's a really interesting point. We've been talking about people using alternative vehicles, and I don't think a minivan is an alternative vehicle, by the way. But as far as, I think you could just ask. I think I would just ask. And Kathleen says some Harvest Hosts do. Yeah. I don't think we've had a problem with that. Honestly, I've seen a couple, but I haven't seen a lot. So that's something I would just make a phone call. That's what I would do. Absolutely. Okay. Moving on to the next app. Here we go. Speaking of Harvest Hosts, there we are. So we've been with Harvest Hosts pretty much since it started. Not going to lie. We know Joel Holland. He's been around for a while. He actually bought it from the original people who started it. And we met Joel at the RV Entrepreneurial Summit in Lake Guntersville, Alabama. Met him a few years ago and learned about what he was doing and how he was doing it. And we were so excited with the concept behind it. We were like, yeah, we could get behind this. This is something really cool. I mean, we both like wineries and things like that. We're not big golfers, which, by the way, I went golfing. Not really. I went and swung at some golf balls this weekend, and I've learned I'm definitely not a golfer. But so we use Harvest Host like every other month, if every month. It's just really handy for us. So that's one of the reasons why we like it. Yeah. And you're right. Harvest hosted by Boondockers Welcome. Exactly right. Yep. And Boondocking with Boomer says, I'll be staying at 3 different Boondockers Welcome next week when I'm on holidays and have full hookups. Nice. Yeah. It's the way to go. It really is handy. Kathleen says, Blue Heron in Tillamook, Oregon is also Harvest Host. And she stayed there in May. Oh, nice. Okay. We'll check it out. Really, really, really neat. But anyways, there's also a new one coming out, and I'm going to spill the beans or give you the tea or whatever these new kids say of all the new stuff. There is a site coming out called Faithfully Parked, and Faithfully Parked should be launching at the end of this year. And the fact that this is churches. So churches will be on the maps for places that you can park at overnight. And I think churches are great because, number one, there's a lot of churches in urban areas that you can get to. That wouldn't it be great if you could park downtown in an area like downtown Atlanta, an amazing church, or downtown Miami or wherever it might be. They have some really cool parking lots that you'd never be able to get with your rig. I'm really excited about that one. We'll have to catch that one when it comes up. Okay, now for my friends who are my pet friendly friends. This is where I start first when I have my dog, my pets, when I'm looking about where are we going to go, what are we going to do when we get there. One of my go-tos is Go Pet Friendly. I love, love, love this site. I do know the owners. They're great people. They are amazing. They have a database that is out of this world. So you can say, do more together, where to, and I'm going to pick on Asheville because I was just there. Asheville, North Carolina. You plug it in. It gives you ideas on lodging, restaurants, activities, and services. But more importantly, it also gives you some top ideas and where you can camp. And guess what? Look at this, camping at Four Paws Kingdom. We were just there talking about the Biltmore Estate. We were just there. Some really cool things you can do. And I really, really appreciate it. And I love this website. So Go Pet Friendly is definitely my go-to when it comes to finding things when you're traveling with your dog and you need to find things to do. Julie said, that would be awesome. A lot of churches are along major highways. Absolutely. And their parking is huge. So for a lot of big rigs, I find that to be something really great as well. We actually went to a small country church not too long ago in Southern Tennessee. We were there for a picnic, and I turn around and I look at the parking lot, and there are 2 full hookups, 2 posts with water and electric and even sewer. I was like, what? And she said, yeah, we have this for families that are coming in from out of town, and we allow them to park in our parking lot for up to 3 nights. I was like, wow. That's pretty awesome. So talk about Southern hospitality. I really like that idea. So anyway, so you can explore nearby, which is nice. So, if you're going, from one, and you want to go to Maggie Valley in North Carolina, you can pull that up and it gives you the travel guide for that as well, which is nice. So I always like the activities. Activities are really neat. If there's something out there that people want to talk about, the next app I like when we talk about bringing dogs is Bring Fido. So Bring Fido is very similar, and I'm going to pick on a different destination. I'm going to go. Where was I? Let's see. I'm thinking about going to. Let's pick on. How about Ann Arbor, Michigan? Yeah, all our Michigan friends who are up there. Look at this. So we have lots of pet-friendly hotels. They start with the hotels, then restaurants and activities, events, and services. Services are always important because if you want to go somewhere and you can't bring your pup and you don't want to leave him in your RV, maybe you can easily find pet sitters, groomers, things like that, which I like. So here's all your pet sitters, pet boarding and sitting, pet hotels, things like that. I'm just really, really impressed by a lot of these really amazing websites on their databases. So if I were to make one today, I really honestly would have to copy these guys because I think they've set the standard for two really cool pet-friendly websites when it comes to this. Oh, excuse me. You said the website was already up and running. No, it's going to be up and running. It's not up yet. It's going to be premiering probably at the end of this year, called Faithfully Parked. And when we get it, we're going to let you guys know about it. We'll get you up and going because it really is a cool website. All right, moving on from my dog-friendly friends, going to Allstays. We all love Allstays. Allstays is a good one. This is nice because when it comes to Allstays, it gives you different campgrounds that are independent as well that I like. I think a lot of these apps go for more of the larger campgrounds, and we're looking for some of the smaller ones as well. I think Allstays does a really good job of finding a lot of the independent mom and pop owned campgrounds. I will say right now that a lot of them are being sold. Unfortunately, there are a lot of campgrounds that are being sold to corporations. We're watching this happen all over the United States. So that's something to keep an eye on when you're making reservations, to make sure that you are very much in contact with that park before you come in. I know I just called, I had to cancel a reservation I had, but I had a friend who had a reservation at a campsite, I think in 6 weeks, and they sent her an email saying that they were changing their policy and they were asking for another fee. So even though you think you might have it, it's always good to double check to make sure you've got those reservations when you're going out there. But Allstays is one of my favorites. It's got some interesting tips, which is nice, giving you some ideas on. I like apps that have little articles that give you some ideas, like forest camping tips. Most popular searches are on travel trailers in 2017. It's, rest area clothes. It's got some really interesting little things that you can find out on different categories. But yeah, but the best of them, they got boondocking, camping, cruising, family, general, haunted. If you're the person who likes to go find haunted places to go check out, there's a thought. Security. They've got some great security tips, which I love. If you even want to get on a train, Allstays. Great stuff. Love this app. Really cool. All right. Going down the list. Here we go. How many of you guys have tried the RV Trip Wizard? Now, we started working with this company a while back. See if I can fix this right here. And it's really nice. They'll give you a free 7-day trial where you can put in, it's a visual trip planner for people who like to see where they're going to go. It's really neat to check it out. And New Horizons said, we look for campgrounds that have a dog park so Tucker can run off his energy. Absolutely. That's a big deal. For all these campgrounds that I interviewed with a few years ago that said, we're putting in a dog park, I'm calling them up and keeping them going, hey, I'm just making sure you put in that dog park because we want to come back. It's a big deal. And Hilda came in. Hey, Hilda, good to see you. Oh my gosh. Kathleen says a lot of small towns have parks you can stay at or fairgrounds nearby. Fairgrounds are a nice little tip. Right now, they're sort of in August and September, it's sort of county fair time. So I know the small town I'm in, they're having their county fair right now. But yeah, campgrounds are really awesome. I love campgrounds. And Box Bandy says AAA has a trip planner too. Yes, and I like that one. This is an interesting visual one as well because you get it customized to your RV. Remember, we talked a little bit about how big is your RV? How can you, make sure that if you're 12 feet, 6 inches, so that you're going, under bridges and things that you're not going to hit. I really, really like that about RV Trip Wizard. I have to say that out loud. It gives you over 20,000 campgrounds, more points of interest, which I like. It's web-based. So there's no major installation. It's all web-based. So if you have a browser, you're good to go. So as long as you can browse on your phone or your tablet or on your computer PC, you're good to go. You can rank your memberships. So let's say you don't have a Good Sam membership, but you have a AAA membership, or you have another like a KOA membership. You can rank them so that it knows where the best value is to go of different campgrounds around, where you're looking, which is really cool. The biggest thing about this particular app that I like is cost factor. So it can actually help you with figuring out the cost of your actual trip. I think that's one of the big questions we get is, well, how much did it really cost you to go there? And I go back and I save my receipts and I look at it and go, oh, okay, well, it cost us, XYZ and the food and the this and the that and staying, the lodging and the gas. This will help you plan that. And then you can actually put that money in there and then you can go back to it. And I really, really like that. Kathleen says, we're always looking for horse-friendly places. Oh, yeah, rodeo arenas work well, fairgrounds, some private. Nice. Yeah. I don't travel with a horse. That would be pretty cool. I would love that. I did have horses at one time. I had Tennessee walking horses, and that was a lot of fun. Biscuits and Gravy says, the main thing for Harvest Host, I think, is being self-contained, where most minivans are not considered self-contained. So the last I heard, I think the issue was a bathroom, is that you had to have proof that you had a bathroom available to you, that you weren't just going to go in the bushes, I think is the way they put it. So I have a friend of mine who has a Ford Transit that she's building out. And that was the issue, was that she had to she had to say that she was self-contained. Yeah, good one. Oh my gosh, look who it is. It's Imagine Your Odyssey. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, haven't seen you guys in forever. I'm so excited. Hey guys, I'm going to start to drop a link in the chat. I'm going to stop sharing for 2 seconds. Ooh, oh my gosh, big screen, big Charlie, real fast. I'm going to invite you guys, if there's anyone who'd like to come up on the panel and talk about some really cool, oops, I think I just dropped the link the wrong way. Hold on. If anyone would like to come up on the panel and talk about an app that they really like, or an app that they've had a good or a bad experience, actually, it's important because we want to know what you guys like, what's working out the best. If there's things that are coming up that you think we should know about, it's really exciting to hear those things. But RV Trip Wizard is something that I recommend, especially for newbies who are just starting out and they're a little scared about, ooh, is my rig going to fit there? How much is it really going to cost? I like to make sure that we're all like helping each other out. And this is something I really like. So do me a favor now, if you haven't done already, I really would appreciate it if you guys could do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. Woohoo! And if you haven't been here before and you want to subscribe, we would appreciate if you give us a little subscribe and hit the bell. We do a travel chick chat every Monday nights at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. We also do a yappy hour for our dog loving friends. It's always our funny yappy hour, Thursdays at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. And then we put out a video or two, definitely a video on Sundays. Sometimes we do like bonus videos on the weekdays of our travel adventures and our fun, crazy, quirky things with the adventure van. So van life and RV travel. It's a lot of fun. So let me get back here real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I'm losing my voice here today. It's been, ooh. New Horizons says some private campgrounds are shutting down their bathrooms. So that's why we want to be self-contained. That is true. And we found that out with when COVID hit, that was the biggest thing, was they shut down the bathrooms and the laundry areas. So you wanted to make sure, if you're at state parks or whatever, you had the ability to take care of yourself. Hey, there's Traveling On. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Thanks so much for coming on out. All right. So RV Trip Wizard. So once again, I left a link. I'm going to put it back in the chat. This is where you can find all of these apps that I talked about tonight. It's also in the description of the actual video itself. And we really just think this is a fun way of sharing these with you, letting you know what's going on, giving you a heads up as to some things you might want to think about. And if you have any other apps you want to share, please feel free to either put them in the chat. You can also put them in a comment in the blog as well, and we'll look at them there, which is really neat. Oh, there we go. All right. Imagine Your Odyssey. There we go. Everyone's like trying to find out what's going on. It says, Kathleen, I hear you. That's why if you call them, just let them know that you're self-contained. There you go. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Yeah, and minivans are like stealth camping. Yeah, you have to be self-contained. I totally understand that. Yeah, really cool. Imagine Your Odyssey says, Beans and Frank, self-contained. I gotcha. Oh my goodness. All right, well, I'm going to stop sharing real quick, and I'll put the link out again. If there's anyone who would like to join me and have a little chick chat about travel stuff that's going on, or if you have any big announcements you'd like to announce or anything you want to share in your channel, anything cool coming up that we need to know about, we would love to have you up here. Tonight is we're going to call it the gender neutral chick chat, meaning that we can have guests of all genders tonight, even though it's a chick chat. Here we go. I have one guest. Here we go. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm a male.
Your pronouns are he and him.
I'm a he.
You're a he.
Or a him. I'm a him also, yeah.
Yes. My pronouns are she.
She and her.
Her.
That works too.
Yeah, that works for me. I'm good.
Okay, my favorite app.
Yes.
And you talked about it, is definitely Boondocker's Welcome.
Okay, tell me about it. Why?
And you know why. I think we discussed this before.
Okay, I'm getting a drink. Keep talking.
No, is Dave there?
I'm not saying. Keep going.
I'll look around the corner. Oh, no, it's this way.
Dave, are you here? Oh, Dave.
Nope. Good, he's not there. No, Boondocker's Welcome is the best. I'm going to compare it with Harvest Toast like I did before.
Okay, I want to hear give me the brutal honesty.
Okay, Boondocker's Welcome is 90% of them are people's houses in their driveway. Some people have wide driveways. Some people have like a big long driveway and they have property, but most of them are people's property.
Uh-huh.
But most of them, 90% have water and electricity hookup easily for you when you get there. And they have a hose and electrical cord. And a lot of them also have a dump hookup as well.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, hook up you can hook up to their sewage. And then the other thing is, some have off leashes, leash freeze. You can let your dog run around. I mean, you can't get this with Harvest Host.
No.
And Harvest Host is twice as much.
True.
And there's twice as many Boondocker's Welcomes.
Very good point.
So I just booked 3 for next week. We're on our holidays. All 3 of them have full hookups.
Wow.
In Ontario, yeah.
That's impressive. That is impressive. Yeah, I think Boondocker's Welcome is great. I really do. I think it's a great idea. And I love the fact that you get to meet other people. And you talked about like the dog thing. That's a big deal. Because sometimes we go places and it's like a farm and like, okay, like they're doing
They let you put your barbecues out if you want, your lawn chairs. You can't do that at Harvest Host, can you?
No. I don't know. It depends.
Can't cook barbecue.
Yeah.
Hey, and you really get to know the people. Hey, Red.
Okay, no, Lance is not chick, but thanks for coming by. And you're never late. You're always on time, so never worry about that. No, we're having a gender neutral chick chat tonight. Okay, Lance. Oh, he's having a moment. He's talking to someone. Okay, really quick, I'm gonna bring up John just for a second. John, hey, John.
Now, I would like to tell you that website you were talking about is already up and running.
The Faithfully Parked?
Yes, because Garrett of Diary of a Family did a video on it.
Okay. Well, that's good because they told me that maybe they're
Charlie Grace, I just have to show you this. My friend just got a brand new debut Muse Mountain Dog.
Oh my goodness.
And they're on your channel and they're live right now.
Oh, that's exciting. Congratulations. That is so cool. Well, welcome to the family.
Cool. I told you said that.
So Faithfully Parked, real quick, because I'm pulling it up real quick. So they actually have...
Yes, because Garrett and Diary of a Family, they actually used that website and they stayed at a church.
Awesome. I think that what they were trying to tell me was they're doing a relaunch of it, where it's going to be a little easier to
okay.
I think that's what was going on.
They did it first. Watching Boomer Helps. And they were the ones who did a premiere on it.
That is so cool. Yeah, these guys are really great. I met them. Don't get stuck in a big box. Travel with Faith. It's a really cool idea for RVers. And it talks about, if you're a church, what do you do? They're from Florida. Really, really great people, and I'm really excited for them. So they're going to redo it a little bit. And I think they're launching their app. I think is the website.
Maybe they're remodeling it because when Garrett did it, he said that it was pretty decent.
Yeah. I
If
think
you
it's a great
have
idea.
a chance, if anybody needs to know, go over to Diary of a Family and look up that video.
Perfect.
Because they actually stayed at a church. They actually did a sit down with the pastor.
Mm-hmm. I have a question.
I know.
Harvest Host, how many churches you've been to? Because I know they have some churches as well, Harvest Host.
I have not done a church with Harvest Host. I primarily done wineries. And distilleries.
But I know they have some
distilleries,
golf course.
There's even
museum.
pizza restaurants.
Yeah.
Did you know there's a couple that have done pizza restaurants?
That's true. That's true. Hey,
And I heard that the Biltmore estate is a harvest host. They will let you stay on their property.
Isn't that where you were last week?
I was at the Biltmore, and not 100% positive. I know they will let you stay on their property, but I think there's some caveats to that as far as where. I'm going to look into that, John. I'm not 100% positive.
That's interesting.
I heard some things that, because a friend of mine actually stayed at the Biltmore in their parking lot.
In a van?
In his Class A.
Oh, okay.
So they do have
parking. You got to make sure the difference between, like you were talking about, sis, about self-contained.
Yes.
Self-contained means you must have your own tanks. That's what it means.
Yes.
And if a person does not have their own tanks and they're going into one of them like Thetford devices, it could be not considered self-contained.
Correct.
Interesting.
Unless it's going into a tank under the rig somehow. Then it's considered self-contained.
There you go.
My pastor used to take me out on the open road a lot, and we actually did a couple of harvest hosts, and they're really cool places.
Yeah, they are really, really cool. I'm really excited. Like I said, I started looking through apps and going through the ones I actually use and talking to people and going, okay, I'm going to make my list.
I'm going to make you a suggestion, Charlie.
I'm ready.
I'm going to make you a big suggestion. And to all of my brothers and sisters out here, that we all get one of these 10-inch tablets and we make up our own database of all the different apps that we use and only use it for those apps. You ever notice those apps eat a lot of space usually?
Oh, they do.
So what I was thinking was if we took one tablet and we put it all on that tablet, then it would be dedicated only to that,
that's true.
That area.
Yeah, I see it. So it's a dedicated, I totally get it. Yeah, that's cool.
Or dedicated to a PDF file.
Yeah.
John, I think you're onto something. You should contact somebody about that.
That's a cool idea.
I know how to write it. I might just write it myself.
Oh.
There you go. I like
Yes, I happen to be a little bit tech savvy. In the old days, I used to build websites.
Nice. Well, John, here, I'm going to put you down for a second.
I'm going to be leaving anyway, guys, okay?
No,
so you don't have to put me down.
You're good. Thanks for coming up.
Bye, John Chucker from South Carolina.
No, Waterbury, Connecticut.
Oh. South Carolina.
No, Waterbury, Connecticut. We know these things. It's a great thing. Biscuits and Gray said, quick note, make sure and look at the dates on reviews because things have changed a lot in the last 2 years. That's a really good point. A lot of things have changed a lot. And Possum Adventure says, just make a private Google Doc to share. Yeah, that's a good idea. We could do that. Make a private Google Doc that we could share around as we're doing things. And Red's like, yeah, that's a good idea, John. See? Yeah. John's got some great ideas.
Yes, he does. The other one is that you mentioned was RV Parky. I've used that many times as well. They're the best for finding the Walmarts. RV Parky.
A lot of Walmarts are not letting people stay overnight.
You can't come to Ontario because you can stay right downtown Toronto in the Walmart parking lot. They don't care. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we have no crime here in Canada. We're all friendly.
We're all friendly. Yeah, really? Truly no crime. I would love to see that one. That's
maybe a little bit here and there.
Maybe a little bit. Not much, just a little bit. Well, I'm having a voice problem tonight. I'm losing my voice tonight.
Now, what did you do? You're at a rock concert again?
I was rocking it out. What can I say?
Okay.
Woo-hoo. Having one of those amazing nights. So I'm gonna make this short tonight, but I do appreciate everybody coming up and talking and giving some great feedback. Of course, man. Of course, we'll have you up. This is the way it is. But I'm gonna let you have the last word tonight. How's that?
No, I don't like having the last word.
Oh, come on, really?
Okay. Well, everybody have a good summer. What's left of it. There's at least 2 more months, and everybody just go out and go RVing.
Yes, go RVing.
Go camping.
Go camping, have fun. And tonight, in about 15 minutes, Redheaded Riding Hood will have a live. Please feel free to go over there and make sure we'll do a raid on her. So if you want to check, I know she's down. If you want to drop a link, if anyone can drop a link for her, that would be great.
I could do that.
Let's could do that. Boondocking with Boomer's got that. So we'll drop a link for Redheaded Riding Hood for her live tonight. And then you guys can go take a break, run to the facilities, go grab a snack, get yourself a tumbler full of ice water, something exciting like that. Maybe an ice cream, just get refilled. And then come on back and we'll go to Red's and we'll see you guys there. So everybody have a great week and we will see everybody soon.
Bye-bye.